late start. Thank you to those of you who are tuning in. And those of you who are seeing me for the first time, my name is Renee, also known as Mama Jojo. We are here at the Exodus House. I've come to uh, so I've started the video early because Lynx had stepped away for a minute and I was waiting for you guys for a little waiting for him to return for a little while, so I didn't want y'all to lose your patience. But this is a very, very, very important interview because Lynx is one of the first people that Jojo and I met when we came to Tanzania. We met at the Jamaican consulate. So when we all just came to Tanzania to try to figure out what was going on, because we came during the time of COVID. So it wasn't necessarily the best time, like everything was planned out and we knew what was happening and everybody knew, what our next move was. We didn't really have that. Yeah. So, um, Lynx, one of the first people that Mama meet, and as Jamaicans, it's very, very important. The step that we've made to Tanzania was very, very important. So I'm just going to give Lynx a little quick interview. Let him tell us about himself, how he came to Tanzania, why he came to Tanzania, what was his plan when he came to Tanzania. And I'm just gonna, fill in because he's like, Imadua Wali things behind the scenes, like as we were talking, he's the one who just like sets up the tripod real quick so that it wouldn't be like Renee, shake your hand. So yeah, anywho, this move to Africa is not a simple thing. It's not as simple as a lot of people would like to make it. It's not as easy as a lot of people think it is. And I would say that a lot of Jamaican people who have made the transition to Tanzania, and they're really in it for like the long haul. Jamaica is like a little piece of Africa just cut off and sail away. I haven't been to another, before coming to Tanzania. This was my first time in Africa, right? So for me, when I came here and I saw like the flora and the fauna and everything was like looking almost exactly like Jamaica, I felt like home. And then the people, the quality of the people, they're so industrious. Like you drive down the road and the guys are like, they're planting gardens on the side of the road and everybody is trying to make a money and everybody's trying to do a business. This is the land of entrepreneurs. It's a land of people who, they're trying their best to make a living in an honest way. And I really respect that about Tanzanians. It could be the other way, where it's like a Jamaican situation where the country and the population is trying their best and everybody for himself, and some people have a mentality that they're going to rob people overnight. And we don't really have that with the Tanzanians, so a lot for that. Something has come true now, man. Sit down in another thing. Join the eye, no, man. Come. All right. So, Lynx. Yeah. So let me introduce y'all to Lynx. Let me try to make in the shot. We're both in the shot. Okay. Closer to me or closer to you? How? Like, yeah. Nothing. It just down.
Yeah, video man.
Do
Hold this 1 second.
you think video man? Video man are light incense and then wait. So forgive us. We are set up the thing. We are set it up. We are set it up. We are set it up. Okay.
We can tilt it a little.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. That's good.
That's good right here. It's clear right here.
No, it's not that. It's like the camera kind of crack right here. Yeah, so it's gonna give you but you can still see the ocean in the background.
Yeah,
All right,
so
you're at the
beautiful.
edge. Okay, cool.
Oh,
Yes, I. Yes, I.
yeah, man.
So this is your interview,
This is
right?
my
Yeah,
interview.
this is your interview.
This is
So
my
tell
interview.
it's your interview. So tell us about you, who you are, all them thing there.
Okay. Yeah. First and foremost, I want to give thanks and praise unto the Most High for bringing me this far in life. Um, Also, I want to bless all my brothers and sisters who are not with us, but wish to be with us. Um, they might be off to a better place or in another place, period.
Uh-huh.
All right. But you asked the question, who am I?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a simple person. Um, I First of all, my name is Lynx. Government name Linden, but name is Lynx, and I've been a jack of many trades. I do a lot of things. I tried a lot of things. I try to live like
Okay.
not in the sense of Solomon. Wait, one second. But I like to live to know a lot of things. Solomon tried his hand at a lot of
Other
things.
things. All right,
You know,
so this is what Mega said.
not the woman.
No, this is what Mega say. You see, in the context of who he is. When you talk about Tanzania and in that early time, you heard people talk about Rastaland and all them sitting there. This was the man that was cooking at Rastaland. Him and our next
Biggs.
and Biggs. You understand? This was the man in the kitchen whipping up all that food and flavor. People was running down and thing. You
I was
understand?
the vegan cook
The vegan cook, right?
at that time. Yeah.
Right. So don't play your talents and your gifts and your skills, but
No, man,
okay.
I'm very proud because it make me true even know. You understand?
Yeah,
Because without the little talents that I had, I
yeah.
probably would have been suffering by now.
True.
Because I come here in Tanzania during the COVID situation. I
Yeah.
left a really good job. I was working for CBS
Wow.
in
Yeah.
Miami,
You told me that. Uh-huh.
right? I worked for CBS in Miami. I was part of the evening news crew and the night news.
Okay.
So, I met a lot of people, famous, not so famous, politicians, entertainers,
Okay. So
all kind of people.
sorry. So what brought you to Tanzania?
What brought me to Tanzania? Okay, what brought me to Tanzania?
Yeah, what bring you come here?
Look at look at that.
There it is. There she is. Beauty, natural Africa. That's what.
That's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
But what brings me to Tanzania? All
Yeah.
right, I was working at the TV station, and everybody was getting crazy over this COVID thing. And when it first started, I was like, nothing to worry about. 'Cause I know I take care of myself
Yeah.
always. You understand?
Right.
I really do take care of myself health wise. Anybody who know me personally
Yeah.
can say, yeah, he eat good. He he's into
Herbs and roots
and roots.
Real original Rastaman from Jamaica. Just put
Yeah,
it out right like that.
yeah,
Ital and natural and vital and all them something.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
So when the epidemic, when I call it no pandemic, it was an epidemic,
Okay.
right? Because people did lose their lives.
Yes.
But when I call it no pandemic,
All right. So
okay.
when the people they call them already censored the liquor channel here. So
Oh,
we could just stay
all right.
we could just
Sorry,
stay upon protocol.
okay. Sorry. I forgot to say, are you too? I know TikTok.
No, I don't think so. Yeah. So all right then no. So you come, boom.
All right.
You and your wife.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
before that though, when I was going through the COVID situation at work, right, I was free to move about. They gave me a pass of media. You understand?
Yeah, okay.
But when I see that I was the only one on the road, that was very scary.
Yeah.
Miami busy, traffic,
traffic.
Palmetto Expressway.
Yeah,
You understand? And
yeah.
I am just going by
By
myself
yourself.
for miles before I see another car. And no
So,
dogs if we never chop it.
so,
Chop some 90 or
so,
110. Anyway.
so it just looked like the end of the world.
Yeah, it kind of looks
Yeah, it
strange. You
looked real
understand?
strange.
And then you go in a shop and everybody have a mask up
So,
and everybody
yeah,
afraid that you want
yeah,
something. Oh, everybody. It
right.
was strange. It was
So what was the decision for make
so
you say, okay, out?
all right. The decision was in Florida. All right, we have a lot of hurricanes like in Jamaica, right?
Yeah,
But when the hurricane is coming,
yeah,
the whole all the TV stations are on hurricane,
yeah.
right? Shut off everything. Unless you
Yes.
have cable, you can
Right,
watch
or
other
something
things,
else. Yeah.
right? But the local channel them all hurricane.
Right.
So when I saw that happening, I saw that every evening news. There's not one story that
Outside the
didn't have a
um,
connection to COVID.
yeah,
You understand?
yeah.
It's like them connected to
Yeah,
COVID
COVID
somehow.
somehow.
Every
You're right.
story they
It
put
was
out.
about COVID,
All right.
right? Uh-huh.
And then I said, this is bullshit. Excuse my language.
Yeah,
But this is bullshit.
yeah,
Right? All right. So, you know, and the wife on and off and we decided to say, yo, because she worked as a nurse. All right. And
yeah.
at first they stopped her from working
Mm,
and bringing in travel nurses.
okay.
So for whole 3 weeks, maybe a month, she
Yeah.
never worked.
She didn't work.
Yeah,
So no salary, no
no
income,
salary,
nothing.
no income.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all right, so she called them and them tell them she must hold on, or
Yeah.
because they'll call and
They'll call them back.
right,
Uh-huh.
but the calls never
Never
come.
came. Right.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, so we said, you know what? We use little money where we have
And cut off.
we decide, at that exact point, my child support stopped. God bless my daughter, I love her so much. And her mother, pick up yourself,
Yeah.
you know who you are. Okay?
Yeah.
So, after child support,
You say, okay, you have a little freeness.
freedom. So maybe
So I can.
start look back my account. Start that
Yeah.
money is no more coming up.
Coming up.
Yeah,
Right.
it used to
Okay.
come out on my check.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so,
All right. So
yeah.
so a lot of people are similar in this situation. Some people want to leave, but they have their responsibility, they have the
Of
obligation.
course.
But you ride the tide. You went through your obligation. You paid up what you were supposed to pay up.
Yeah.
And when that responsibility ended, not that you ran off and leave your
No.
responsibility, you ran through your responsibility, and then you said, "Time to go."
Besides, the most high still,
Yeah. So
because
everything fell into place.
basically, as maybe about 2 to 3 months after my child support finished,
Yeah. COVID.
COVID hit.
Yeah. A lot of us who came during that time, we were moved.
Mhm.
A lot of
It
us,
was something
yeah,
spiritual going on.
there was a
And if you
spiritual
never
thing.
hear it, you
Yeah,
get left.
you get left, and if you got the hearing and you ignored it, you got burned. You
Yeah,
know,
basically you
yeah,
have to do
you
something to
had to
keep
do
your job.
something to keep. Yeah, you
Yeah,
had
and
to
then
do
thing that.
something. Yeah.
So I agree with that. So that's the reason why
So you just said,
basically.
okay,
And
Dar es
but
Salaam was open.
but yeah, I really wanted to go to Ghana at first. I had my choices though. I had Kenya, Ghana,
Yeah,
Zimbabwe,
yeah,
even Uganda on there. I had Gambia because there was a lot of talk about Gambia at the time.
yeah.
And
But you had
several.
traveled to the continent
I've
before.
never traveled to the continent.
Oh, really? But you
Yeah.
had some things in Ghana.
No, it, I'll explain that. We talk about that later.
All right, all right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right then. Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
show you what's going on.
Yeah.
with Ghana.
No problem.
Uh,
All right. So when you land now, what was your first impression of Tanzania?
my first impression, you wouldn't believe it. The first thing, all right, all right, we book a Airbnb from over there, right,
Yeah.
to stay for a few nights.
What area?
This was Mbezi,
Oh, Bessie, South.
like Kimara area,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Way out there, right?
Yeah.
From where we are now.
Yeah.
So we were kind of away from everybody. But
Yeah.
we only spent a couple days out there.
Okay.
And then we came close to city center,
Okay.
right? And then city center, we stayed there for 2 days
Okay.
because man, looking at the train, and guess what? Some snake in the drain.
In the drain, in the house,
Yes, the Airbnb that we
had snakes
no, some little small snake
in the drain.
in the drain, and they come out and you see them move snakey.
All right. Hold on. Keep on talking. Hold on.
Yeah.
So, what was your first impression then?
My first impression was yes, but it was kind of strange.
So the plane land, hold on, let me keep you on track now because
Yeah,
you're a brother where your train go so then your train go over there so then your train go around so make keep you on track.
All right, keep it on
Yeah,
track.
all right. So the plane, yeah, boom, Julius Nyerere.
All right.
What was your impression when you come out of the airport? That's how you felt. That was your first time on the continent.
Yo, my glad bag did burst. Yeah. Do you know you have a glad bag? Everybody have one. Boss.
That's what Jamaican say. My glad bag boss.
Yeah,
Right?
that means I was
You're
very
overjoyed.
happy. I was
Overjoyed.
like, yeah, this is kind of one of my dreams, to go
Yeah.
to Africa, and I'm finally here.
So you've never been on the continent
No,
before.
never.
Neither I. So we have been. I thought you came here. You
No.
come to Africa and you up
No,
and you know about Africa because me, I have never been.
Do my research.
Oh,
Do
okay.
my research.
I did my research as you. I was looking at other places and then I narrowed it out down to Mombasa, Kenya. But
It's one of my
but
places.
the thing Tanzania kept coming up. But I had that fear, like when me I go Tanzania go down, me don't know nobody over there so. And the specifics for my visions were Dar es Salaam. It never says Zanzibar, and that's why I never left. So my question is, when everybody a pile up go Zanzibar now and Zanzibar is Miami, Zanzibar. Why didn't you forward to Zanzibar? Because you could have made more money, you could have made a living, you could have do a lot more in Zanzibar. Yeah, so why not Zanzibar? Yeah.
In Miami, we have a place called South Beach.
Yeah.
Right?
So be.
And I don't like South Beach because
It's not for the spiritually in tune
it feels
or
spiritual.
the psychologically balanced. It's for the party, yeah,
It's
people.
for the young people who can accept certain things, if you know what I mean. I don't want you canceled.
No, we're not.
I don't want you
No,
canceled.
we're not canceling Miami. Well,
No,
okay.
I'm saying I don't want you canceled because I don't want to talk about certain people.
Oh no, the lifestyle. Okay, so it's
The
a lifestyle.
lifestyle
So I
in
live
Miami
in,
Beach.
so I lived in Miami as well. Okay, from the 1986 to about 1988, I lived in Miami as a child. I lived in Miami as a child. I went to elementary school. I went to Coconut Grove Elementary. So Coral Gables, that whole area is my neck of the woods.
Yeah.
I left and went to New York, lived in New York, went back to Jamaica, went to high school in Jamaica, moved back to New York. And then I said, no, after 9/11, I said, no, thank you. So I moved, where would I move to? Miami. So I moved back to North Miami Beach, right? And, you know, it's one thing if you're young and you want to party, but for me, it was not my cup of tea. You understand? For as an adult, it's not really. It wasn't my cup of tea because you have to be in a certain scene. You have to step on the party scene.
Yeah.
And
You're expected to.
You're expected to be. So can you imagine in your 20s and you prefer to lock up in the house on a Friday or a Saturday evening to run a project? People are gonna say you're mad. But anyway, it's not for everyone. We're not knocking it.
No,
We're
Miami
not
cool.
putting
I
it
love
down.
Miami.
But the relation to Miami and Zanzibar is
The relationship between Miami and Zanzibar, it just reminds me of Miami Beach.
okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
the tourists,
Right.
right?
So
That's one of the reasons why I'm not in Jamaica also.
because you're like living a life catering to this tourist,
You
to the
know,
tourist.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes, but you know,
The,
we have
the,
no blow
lo-
on tourists. But
yeah.
tourists is important to a
Tourism is
lot of
important
income.
yeah.
So we can't discount tourism.
No.
But for me personally, I'd rather be around local people and learn their
Yeah.
localness and the local languages
So
and how they do things and why they might look stupid to me, but
yeah, but to get
it's
to know
to know
that
why they
Tanzania,
do the
yes.
things they do. You know, it's
So
very valuable to me.
oh,
And the tourists, it's going to take away from that.
that is, I studied hospitality management.
Mhm.
One of my degrees is in restaurant management, and I did this in like a time when I had the impression of going back to Jamaica and working in that industry. And I worked in that industry for over 23 years. The bulk of my experience comes from tourism. Yeah, yeah, but at the level of like corporate group travel. So I went really really far with it, but but I had this thing in the back of my head, like I don't think I was designed or sent to planet Earth to ensure that this was, this is your path in life, right? I've learned to look at it differently with this place, the Exodus House, because to me, it's more about experiences, right? How can I make this thing, a memorable experience for people who have never been to Africa before? What would this experience, what will they remember? What will the children think back on when they're teenagers? They're going to remember they came to Africa and they remember this,
Yes.
they remember that. So for me, it became more intimate, whereas the guest experience is concerned is like building into them that particular experience, right? So I see eye to eye with the not really the on the Zanzibar level
It's just
thing. A preference.
trying something different. Not
Yeah.
everybody doing the same thing. That's what
Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
more into.
Yeah. So now my question, the next. So you've been here 4 years. Hello, sir.
Oh,
Make you ignore him.
sure.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you're
Right?
fat.
And him have me to take care of him. Don't go over there, sign up. Yeah. So 4 years. 4 years is a very long time. It's not an it's not an insignificant amount of time. So what are your best takeaways from Tanzania?
Tell you the best takeaway.
Yeah.
I've met some really good people. I've really met some good people.
Yeah.
And people is the biggest resource
Yeah.
other than time.
True. And
Right?
Mhm.
So
True.
people, and then I used to be a vegetarian when I first came here, but I decided I thought about the reasons why I was vegetarian, and mostly it was processed meat,
Okay. So
right?
that so
And the injection in the meat and all of that to make it bigger, fat. And,
so that you and I shared that experience. So before coming to Tanzania, I did not eat chicken, I did not eat beef. It was fish and shellfish. And so I was a vegetarian on the border of like, me not eat that. But when I came here and I tasted the chicken, because all know, my mind still can't get me to drink milk or eat eggs. But yeah, because I'm thinking about all the stuff that they put in the. So little by little, I had to let go the reins. And how it hit me was the chicken. One day, me and Jackson was on the road, and we stopped on the side of the road at Busy, and we buy some chicken. And He went out, must to get the next order, and I put the chicken in my mouth. I had to spit it out. It carried me right back to like probably 1980 or 82 when my mom was in the kitchen and she fried the chicken skin and you got the oil out of the chicken and the chicken had flavor. I had a nervous breakdown in the car. Yeah, no, because the taste and smell is connected to memory, right? And me know myself well, but so obviously I could eat the chicken because the chicken tastes like chicken. Chicken has its own flavor. Chicken and fish supposed to have their own flavor. All you have to do is put the salt to have its own taste on it, right? And so I had to let go the reins little by little, and I'm still not there with milk. And the eggs, slowly I get round to the eggs, right? But
It's a difference
is a
here.
difference. Yeah, there's a very big difference. But the food quality cannot be compared. It cannot be compared here. And the access to food. And one of the things what I respect about Tanzania, why them can never keep down Tanzania and why them can never stop a country like Tanzania and why Tanzania will always be relevant when it comes to a certain level of consciousness and migration of people like us is them grow them on food. Them have them on if the rest of the world disappeared overnight, Tanzania is completely self-sufficient.
And don't believe the stories about starving children.
No,
I mean, they have starving people here,
yeah,
but I
nobody.
think because they choose to go to the city to live and left their hometown, I think that's the only
Relevant.
reason
That's a
why.
relevant point.
You understand?
That's a relevant point
Mm.
because so the thing is now, when a country can feed itself, you can't starve them. You cannot hike up their inflation. You cannot force them into a certain kind of debt. You cannot tell them say them can't plant them own seed. You can't tell them say you can't share your seed with
And
your
that's what was
neighbors
going on
like
in
you see,
America.
like what you see in Kenya and America right now. That the neighbor can't share with him neighbor seeds, right? A neighbor you because that someone came to Kenya, patented the seeds, and patented the
Something
seeds
where
what
most
God
guy is supposed
created,
to make.
and tell them say if you want to plant more, if you want to plant more, you have to buy more. You have to use our pesticides or fertilizer or everything associated with with the seed,
They
right?
don't have seeds growing in
Them
these.
like before them patent the seed, then no food never there. You understand? So that is one of the things why Tanzania, not now, not past, not present, not in the future, will ever be in a position. Blessed love, blessed love. Yes, Tanzania will never be in the same position of certain places because them grow them on food. The quality of the food, the quality of the farmer lifestyle. Farming is actually a respected occupation
Yes,
here.
here.
It's not like in Jamaica where a man say me go farm, them tell him say I'm gonna slave on a plantation or something wrong with that. Without farming there is no
Oh,
food.
you have to eat
Oh,
without
you're
farm.
going to eat without a farm. Yes, ma'am. So I respect the Tanzanians on that level there, 110% because it's them have what 99 day of the farmer them have a farmer's day, you know, important.
Yeah, 1 second.
No.
1 minute, y'all. I'm coming right back.
Yeah, so the farming thing is extremely serious and very important. They have enough land to farm. They have enough places to farm. So if you are a processor, if you're a food processor, right? To say, okay, I can process avocado oil. There is enough avocados here. There is sweet potato here. You can say, okay, I want to start a sweet potato chip business. The quality of sweet potatoes are here. If you want to say, I'm going to whatever it is that you choose or you decide to do. Me personally, I chose the seaweed. The government was not quite there yet with the things that needed to be done in order to make the seaweed into a global standard, right? So basically, you some industries you have to build it, and I was in one of those boats, but the raw materials are here, right? So let's talk about the yeah man, no problem. All right, so that way we talk about the food. What is your next best takeaway?
Okay, more on the food, doing know. Never really talk about food because I never. All right, when we first come here,
Yeah.
I wasn't trying much street food, right? And then one day I say, all right, when we start eat chicken now, because I never used to eat chicken.
Uh-huh.
And one day I just started to eat chicken. I just tasted it because my wife was eating it. I said, let me try it. And I'm like, wow, this is different.
Hey, hey, no. Put it outside. Excuse me.
Go get the, you
Man,
want,
look at them. Hold on.
before they run off of the cliff. Anyway, food. Yeah, when I first came here, I didn't eat chicken or anything. So what I did, I was mainly vegetarian. I would go to a restaurant and order vegetarian. And then I started eating fish. Well, I always eat fish, but not as much. I like fish, but you just keep it vegetarian most of the way. I hardly eat fish. Well, I mean, you're in a foreign fish, very expensive. You know that. When I came here, fish was cheap, so I started eating a lot of fish, right? I eat fish and vegetables. Then, when I asked my wife, hey, let me try that piece of chicken, she said, yeah, all right, I tried it, it was good. I was like, oh, it was a chicken breast that I tried. So it was like fish to me. It didn't taste much different. It was just a more textured fish.
Okay, so that's a
Yeah.
one takeaway. So with the food,
Mhm.
all right. So what are some of your suggestions to improve the TZ diaspora relationship?
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Diasporans, to me, are in a shell. They and are afraid to get out of their shell. So to me, these local people have to work with them is the key. Because look, we are the we are how much Jamaicans?
Yeah.
How much Jamaican there here? Me, you, and a few
A
others,
few others, a handful.
right? So
Yeah.
how can we come and separate ourselves
It's not possible.
from? It's not possible. You have to work with these
You
people.
have to work with them,
Yeah, man.
and this is the thing. You have to work with them. Let me see. So we have a message here. Links. Hope
Okay.
to see the I like
This is
Mrs.
Gang.
Gong.
Bless up, Gang.
The great African from Irish to all the best.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Bless up, Gang, man.
Yeah, man. I didn't
Imagine
want to go
that.
down there to meet. By the way, let me get up, the rundown, right? So, I don't remember how it come to, but me knowing that the world is in a pandemic and whatever was going on, and I was here by myself with a child. I went to the Jamaican consulate to present myself. Hi, I'm a Jamaican. Here I am. This is my passport. This is my naturalized child. Anything I want, we are here. So they said they were having a meeting to collect us all, so we would come together. So at that meeting, I met Lynx, I met his wife, I met there was another family that I had brought. Yeah. The Rainbow family, Victor and Mary.
Bless
I
up,
had
Victor, if you're looking up.
Victor and Mary. Mary, watch your channel.
Mary. And the
Yes,
children.
and the children.
I love you. No.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
God.
I
We
miss
used to
y'all.
have so much fun
Yes.
together.
Actually, Victor and Mary is who started this whole entire thing because they reached out to me and said, we needed a place and you look like you're moving, you're cutting like hot knife through butter. So
Yeah.
can you help us? And at the time I was in film school full time, so I really couldn't focus on it as like a job or me never
Right.
me wasn't oriented that way. I was still editing, I was still in film school. So I say, you know what? Let me just help. Let me just help and whom I can help. No, me no look for no money, no look for nothing. Just help, do what I can do, right? And and I connected Lynx with Lynx and Cooking with Victor, and they got Victor had gotten this house,
Yeah, Victor
and
got the
then
house, and
and
then
then
we stayed in the
and then they had
at
an
the back.
apartment at the back,
Yeah,
and then Lynx and his wife were there. So Mr. That was exactly what I had envisioned when Mr. Community,
and it
when
was
Mr.
union.
Building, and
It
it
was
was
a good
union.
unity.
That's all I wanted to do was like connect people to people so we can live together, live loving. And Victor and Mary, they're from the States, right?
I
But
didn't
they're
come from Tennessee.
Tennessee. But
Tennessee.
they were their mind was configured for Africa. Okay, so they were ready to put up with the power outages. They were ready to put up with little no water in there
Yeah,
sometimes. They were ready to put up with
them are
homeschooling their kids.
off
They were
gridders.
off gridders. They were
Yeah,
off grid
they were
people.
off
So
gridders.
they did not have like this expectation up here for say, you know, Africa. I don't understand. No, they were off gridders. Yes, but they wanted some land that they could farm,
Yeah,
right?
that was their problem.
And that was their thing. And I said, okay, I've been looking around, I say a couple of places, and I find a place. It was a big shamba. I'm say, you know, we'll all do it together as a unit. But you know, they didn't like that property, so I say, okay, I don't know what next. So when this came, I just say,
It
you
was
know
too
what?
much work. I took some
It,
time.
but she fixed it. Have you
Yeah,
seen it?
I passed by,
Yeah,
but
but the landlord,
she wouldn't
she
budge
would
past.
have, she would have. She
Anyway,
fixed it. Them fixed it.
that was the
Them
past.
fixed it. But it was a big shamba. When I tell you, say,
Big old house
when
with
I
big
tell
old
you, say,
yard.
if we had settled, but that was before the Exodus house, right? If we had settled that place, our story of community would be different. Okay? And when I found this, I feel like say maybe y'all weren't ready for the throwdown and the hoedown and the kind of work because that shamba needed a lot of work and so did this. And I felt to myself like, okay, you were ready, but at the same time there was you, your wife, this one, that one, this one set of children, once, and I thought there was just like too much. I'm gonna say, okay, you know what? The thing was revealed to me. Let me do it because me can stay unplanned. And me never want a situation where one person has said this, one person has said that, one person, and then we would never get done. And so with this project, when I took it and I signed the lease and I brought y'all here to see what it was like, I thought y'all would be on board.
Well, you know,
That's the thing.
I don't have nothing to say about it.
Why? Because the amount of land were there. Me think this was the one team.
It was, and it still kind of is. But you know, you see, all right. Let me tell you. All right, right now we can't talk.
Talk your things then.
All
Talk your
right,
things then.
free.
Talk the things then. All right.
All right. So you know, I came to Tanzania and I started a lot of things. Right.
Yeah.
I tried. All right. My I pilot this thing at Rastaland called Jumatan.
Okay, Friday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. I'm sorry.
Jumatano means Wednesday.
Yeah, Juma is
All right.
Yeah.
So it was Jumatano open mic and karaoke. So it was picking up nicely. People coming and singing, enjoying themselves, drinking, buying food here and there.
Yeah.
So the place was nice.
Yeah.
All right. It wasn't that's a strong turnout,
Yeah, but it was coming along.
you had
Everything.
consistent people and new people coming
Yeah.
all the time.
And by the way, why you never really see me at them? There's something there at night time. Number one, me
You
not
have a
drink.
child.
And number two, I have a child. I am Madam Tanaya Yard. If you've never met me before, I'm always in my house. So by a certain hours, me off of the road and me in my yard till daylight again. So Polisana. So anyway,
No, no, no,
continue.
no,
All right.
we get full for support.
All right.
You
All right.
know,
Yeah. Okay.
you know, I understand that there's family people. You not see the family people. So
Yeah.
I understand. We just it's mostly people who come freely
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Wanting.
oh, there
Yeah.
was this girl. Pick up Stephanie. Whoa, she have a powerful voice. She was
Wow.
the star of it.
Wow.
You
Wow.
understand? And there was another Tanzanian youth. Oh, God. Oh, he was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and these people come consistent,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So back on track now. Back on track.
Mhm.
So.
So, because, no, the reason why I brought up that story is my wife, she figured I'm spending too much time coming in too late.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
So, to appease her, I said, I'm gonna stop.
Okay.
And I stopped it abruptly.
And
I,
how did that work out for you?
I'm still.
But you appease, you appease,
I,
and you know how we end up talking about this because, like I said, it was multiple people making multiple decisions.
right.
Because whereas I could, when we looked at that shamba, and I said, "It's a door. We fix it, and it's done. We keep moving." Somebody else was looking, this have this and this have that, and looking at. You understand?
Wall
Yeah,
crack,
yeah,
watch it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I was looking at the land because the land was expansive. I mean, if none of us lived there and only farmed, it was still fantastic. It was a great, great,
The
great
price was good too.
and the price was good. And the thing that really hurt me that day was I missed the class. I missed the class. And if you ever know how much I planned my life not to miss a class, I will check into the Zoom.
Sorry.
Yeah, that really hurt me, man, because I missed the class to go there to negotiate the lease, and I negotiated the lease, and I got everything that was on the table, and it was still not. It was, yeah, it was,
Nobody agree with that. That's
yeah,
because them never really
yeah.
agree with that.
So when we find this place now, I say, you know what, hold it close. Because if it's a crack in the door to fix me, I gotta just fix it and done. But no, I gotta sit down and well, this one and that one, I may never want that
I think we
confusion.
came too nitpicky. Um, Not me
Some
personally,
people in
because
the
me
group,
like I was a part of that unit,
yeah,
so I think we were nitpicky
yeah,
in our sense.
yeah. So that is another
Um,
thing.
you know,
That's a
love my wife, but guess
yeah,
what? She was nitpicky in that sense.
yeah. So
And
you're
we
so
came here to survive. We never came here to just live like how we used to live.
right.
Mm.
Okay, so this is the thing now. So I'm going to draw the camera a little bit close, so just in case any the wind is disturbing us, right? So this is another point. When those of you who are looking to come here, sometimes things are not going to be perfect right out, and you have to be a visionary. You have to look. You have to look on the thing and say, okay, it's like this today, and it's not going to look like this always. But you have to be the one to make the decision. It's you are gonna be the one to make the change. Because guess what? There are plenty of opportunities here, but we all want it made. We all want. Some people want it ready done. And for me, when I came to Africa, the ready done thing was what I was running away from.
Yeah.
If you walk the streets of New York, what are you going to do? You're going to build a new skyscraper? No. You're going to create sanitation? No. You're going to be a street sweeper? No. Because then there's something that they're already. You're going to create a taxing system? No. There's nowhere for you as an entrepreneur to grow. So if you come with this nitpicky mentality that it should be done already, and why is it like this and why is it like that, you're not going to really clutch nothing. You understand me?
And sorry to interrupt, but you see, when you call yourself a pioneer, that means you go in a wilderness, and you
Well, hey,
make
that's
it
what the word Tanzania translates to.
right.
The word Tanzania literally translates Tanganyika.
Tanganyika, yeah.
Tanganyika translates to wilderness.
Right. So you come in the
You're in
wilderness,
the wilderness.
so you have to make something, an oasis out of the wilderness. You understand?
Yeah.
You can't just expect it to be there and, look down on the people because they're not doing it. Maybe they just don't know
Yeah,
how
they
to do
don't
it.
know, and that's what one of the things that we in the West bring is we bring exposure, right? We've seen certain things done, we know what can be done, and we know how to do it. And the thing that you have to do is bring your experience and the work. You cannot be lazy about it. You can't be lazy about it. This place is for working people.
One of the mistakes me make, I was on vacation, sabbatical for how many years?
You are on permanent vacation.
Coming like so, coming like me retire. No, but you
You said
know,
me reach. Me reach
no, no,
vacation.
not in my. I mean, I wish I was doing something. You
Yeah.
understand? But so every step of the way, me out in the garden, I root up something, I dig up something,
Yeah.
I plant something,
Yeah.
and it,
Yeah.
before long, me have a whole row of
Rough man.
pineapple
Wow.
and whole heap of papa
Yeah.
everywhere. And I have a couple coconut tree growing in the yard and sugar cane.
Yeah.
And I did it all by myself. When we get the yard, there was nothing there.
There was nothing there.
It was just a lawn,
Yeah.
and we plant all the way around the lawn, all four sides.
At your place in Unadilla?
Yes, and
Okay.
in the middle was still the lawn. You understand?
Yeah.
It was nice. But that was
Yeah.
the problem. If you just come here and sit down, you're not gonna progress,
No, you're not going to progress.
right?
And that recently there was a situation where so
Them
recently
not go, man.
no,
Them not
okay,
go.
I hope them up in a sense.
Them,
Put
them
them in a
accent.
whoop them up in a sense.
They not.
So Jojo, come take your picnic them. Watch him, man. Them go straight to the end, Sorry,
Joe,
y'all
Joe,
people.
come for your picnic, them.
Yeah, man, go straight to the end.
Hold on, hold on.
Sorry, wait, y'all. You don't go to the end. Oh my god. I'm sorry, Jojo. Have some puppies that were gifted to her. Okay, and them naughty, them naughty. Baby, I thought I put you. Say, all right, Jojo, take them. Take them and open the office and put them on the balcony in the office because they're distracting me.
What do you mean? Yup, 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 yup.
Show them to the people then. You want
No, I'm not trying to.
see me here?
I think me,
Please. Watch them. We're ready for fight on camera.
Man,
Okay, Jojo, take them. Take
Take your
them.
picnic
Take
there.
your picnic them because they're going to the edge
No,
and we
they-
cannot
they're gonna
protect them.
fall over.
And they're distracting me because every time they go to the edge, I'm thinking so them are gonna have an accident. Anyway, goodly people, but very very sorry about that. Right, but that is something else that I wouldn't have if I had stayed in New York, in an apartment in New York, maybe we would have some like puppies for Jojo. Okay, but anyway, so I just have to take it with the thing. So yeah, yeah. So it's not like someone look at this place and say, "Yeah, me I gotta take it for me." One, I had this real vision of community and building up with each other. And I thought y'all would have come and farm and would have come and plant. But I also didn't realize something that me as a single woman, that people were looking at me sideways when it came on to them man or them partner or whatever. Like me want them or something when well all me that want is little sanity and little peace of mind and a quiet place to raise my kid. So there was a lot of non-adhesion to my project, and it really had nothing to do with me as a person. Better you tell it, but I know it had nothing to do with me as a person or any desire to have anybody, man. So there was a lot of clutching their men close because the projects that I have had a lot of involvement, and I believe that we would build as a community. And also, who am I as a single woman to be in the position that I was in? A lot of people did not find comfort with that, because when I came in 2020, I'm gonna start building, I'm gonna start doing. There are other people who wanted the same position to lead as I was and do as I was, but a lot of them have been here the same amount of time and they have not done anything. And those of you who have been watching the YouTube and have been watching, they haven't really put their energy behind Africa. And that's what we need here. We need people who believe in it no matter what. Okay? Because even if you can give a little job to somebody, you're uplifting the country. Okay? Even if you can say, okay, I've hired a gardener, that's employment that you've created. I've hired a security person, that's employment that you've created. I've hired a dada, a girl to help me clean, that's employment to create that you've created. All of these things combined, that you, a person in the community, you have a contribution, and we need that.
Any community need
Every community,
everything.
everything, right? And then when you come here, so it's not about the separation between you and Tanzanians or whatever.
That's the bad mindset.
Yeah, you need them to lead you, right? You don't know everything. Tanzania is like, it's like the at the end of the rainbow, they said that there is a pot of gold, but no one has ever seen it before. Tanzania is that pot of gold, right? It's a fictitious place. So anything that you think would work or should work somewhere else will not apply here. Okay? The rules are written in reverse. You need a mirror to read the rules here. Things are different, and what you expect will not be how you expect it to be, but it will all work out for you if you have faith and trust in God and continue to do the right thing. And patience. And what if people speak on the most high, the most high, the most high, but they don't have any real trust in God. They don't have any real trust and real faith in God. If he,
He might bring you further. Look where he might take me now.
there you go.
You understand?
There you go. So,
But to add on to that, right? We came here with a vision of unity, but to unite, you have to unite with the right people. All right, that starts from your home, because if your home is turmoil, it's not united.
there you
You
go.
understand? Because there's a lack of understanding
Yeah.
towards one another if a home is in turmoil. So unity have to start at home
Yes.
with you as a man, your wife, are together, working together to keep this home going.
Yeah.
Whether him have to go work and she do the cooking, or both you go
Yeah.
home to
But
work.
figure it out that
Yeah,
there is
something have to work.
cohesion. Yeah.
Something have to work, because you have maybe little lives that you created,
Yeah. That depend on you.
and them have to get fed, and them
Yeah.
have to have a roof over them head.
And I'm also going to add that feeding does not also necessarily mean roof, food, and shelter. When you do not have unity in a unit, in your family, in your home, you are creating conflict and confusion for the children who depend on your stability. And this is why I will hold on to my singlehood with both hands, because it is extremely important that I provide stability for myself. Me no want nobody come turn me upside down and come tell me, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you, until 10 other people said it, the same thing, and cause me confusion. Because when you create confusion in me, you're creating confusion in my child. So I would rather hold on to being a single person with a focus on a healthy mentality for myself and my kids, and put myself in any situation that's going to create turmoil. Me don't not the boat rock and them way there. You understand? So, and also when you're coming to Africa as a couple or as a unit, or as a family. When you're coming here, there are so many different moving parts that if you don't have cohesion, every moving part is going to give you an opportunity for conflict because you don't see eye to eye. So if you are, yeah, so if you're going to leave, you leave with or come here, you come here. Better you come by yourself and set a foundation and make it be crooked a little bit and make it straight, and then you tell your picky mate or whoever, come on baby, it's ready for you. You understand what I'm saying? But if you're, because what you're going to have is somebody pulling you back, somebody pulling back, pulling, getting that pull back, and then both of you do not have the, don't have that progress to show for it, right? So think of those things when you're thinking of relocating to Africa, when you're thinking of relocating to whether that's Tanzania or what. So we know you met the trek to Ghana. So what do you what are, first of all, the highlights of being in Tanzania, and yeah, your highlights.
Highlights of being in Tanzania is the beauty. It's a breathtaking scene everywhere you look,
Yeah,
right? You can be in the city and still look breathtaking. When you pass the bridge, it's nice. When you look out to the sea, as you see here, it's beautiful. That was one of the first things that I fell in love with when I saw the beach. I was like,
and
this is so
and it
natural.
and it we're Jamaicans, and Jamaicans are very picky when it comes to beach. Okay, we will never find anything more beautiful than Jamaica, but this place gives Jamaica a run for her money. This place is gorgeous.
Only I wouldn't want to compare the two because Jamaica has its beauty
Yeah,
that nobody can take back.
no,
And here have that certain kind of beauty
yeah,
also. It's just the ambience of the place.
yeah,
Just a nice place. There's always a little wind. I mean, when it get hot in the city.
yeah.
But
But here
if,
is always cold.
if you, we live, I live close to the beach,
Yeah,
and I always I feel the sea breeze,
yeah,
right? Sometimes I see the local in a jacket and me outside with a t-shirt and them and say, cold. I say, no man, it's nice.
all right. So no, your
Yeah.
highlights are the beauty,
The beauty, all right.
and the
The
people.
people
By the way, congratulations
with
on your WhatsApp group.
oh thank
So
you. Oh
he created a
yeah.
fascinating WhatsApp group that has us all in there. It has the Tanzanians, it has Africans, it has the Caribbean people.
Yeah, it's called African Caribbean American Link.
Yeah,
I
and it's,
want to link all of our people because I know we all came from here as an African. That's why Africa is on top.
yes,
And we all came through the Caribbean, whether you like it or not, to spread to the Americas.
to the Americas.
Okay?
Right.
Americas, including the Caribbean.
Caribbean.
The whole of the West over that side of the world is
Yes,
the Americas.
Right.
That's a new.
Yeah.
And
So
if
that's
you
some
don't
people
know,
don't, now you know. Now you know, right? Okay. So yeah, you have an amazing group, and this is something else I want to add to that is, science studies certain fish that are born in certain lakes, right? Even octopus, where they're born, they genetically go back there, generation after generation after generation. They magnetically, scientifically, they're drawn and attracted to the place where they were born. Okay, and if you, what the puppies, yeah, and as long as they know not to go to the cliff, and if you take that trout and you carry him go somewhere else between time and space, he will find his way back
Yes.
to where he was born. Okay, and so what says us who are human beings, who are God's divine creation? We know where we come from. We know where we were born. We know what is in our DNA. And we will always continuously find our way back to Africa, generation after generation. And it is our God given right. Whether this country agree or that country disagree, but until the African Union comes up with a protocol, a legitimate system that legitimizes our right to self determination in Africa, we will keep coming and we will find a way to make Africa work for us.
How about the African Union?
Say that thing.
African Union, you got a problem. African Union, you need a solution.
Fix it.
All right. This foolishness that you have one leader who rule for 1 year is foolish.
No. As I go?
Yes.
Like the UN, well, no, the UN is like 4 years.
Yes, it's 4 years. But why 1 year? Why you
No,
are gonna do it in a 1 year?
Yeah, 1 year is not enough.
No,
one
you
year,
need
one
at
year
least
1 year you
5 years.
1 year you just come and figuring stuff out. And also the same thing with the Tanzanian immigration system. When you not give people residency for 2 years, how that work? Because 2 years we still trying to figure it out.
And the money
And
you're
the money
asking
asking
for
for $10,000 for
10,000, you know,
$10,000
for your
for
business.
your work permit and everything. If you're a business, just set up a company. It's about 3 times more
And
expensive than the United States of America. I don't know who advised y'all or told y'all,
no,
but if you
it's
want a
foolish.
growing, booming economy, you know, where the foreign investor also has an opportunity to benefit and grow your country, the longer they're here, the more they will invest and the
And
more
it's
people will have jobs and the
and
more
it's
they will grow your country.
and it's money that's coming from outside
Outside,
that fuel you inside.
inside.
Because without export, you don't have an
And
economy,
without machinery and equipment
right?
and industry, you don't necessarily have an economy for your processed goods. People, the market is demanding processed goods.
Okay.
So, you know, you can't have these injurious policies where 2 years, what is 2 years? How is 2 years going to
No,
be
you have
beneficial?
to have a long-term plan.
Right?
100 years, 50 years, 100
But
years,
no, but
200
even
years. Come on now.
5 years on an immigration on their residency, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Even 5 years
And
is
and you see say
because
people are run away from where them are come
because
from.
not just that, this country is hard enough. It is difficult. It is not easy, right? To get from here to town, right? It's a distance, traffic, language, transportation, pothole, and then when the African sun done bake you, right? And then you have to go from here to there to get one piece of documents and everything. It is extremely difficult. It's exhausting to do things here. It is not easy,
You
right?
don't make it people friendly,
Thank you.
You need touch me.
True.
People
It
friendly.
needs to be people friendly.
They're not friendly to even their own.
They need to have people.
Not even Tanzania, they're friendly to. Them
People.
just really want to drive around them Prado and say, yo, you're the big man in town. That's what me see what I want.
You know what I think? When I really think that that's the case alone, what I really think is that they have been so dependent on other international advisors and consultants to tell them what to do, how to do, and then they come up with these strategies and policies that are injurious, not realizing that the advisors, those white people who are take plane from Europe and come to tell you
freely,
what to do
freely
in Africa, don't live in Africa.
They don't live there, and they don't want to.
And they're setting up policies for you that are going to be detrimental to your growth. And the more you take their advice, the less your country grows. So you have to start working with the people who are actually here. Work with the Tanzanian people who are actually here doing stuff. work with the Tanzanian repatriates who are doing stuff. Work with the diaspora who are here doing stuff. You need to have an entire different coalition and a different process to doing things.
But then again, I still have to blame us for not forming a certain kind of committee that represent us in government. We have to have that.
We don't. They don't want to.
No, but we have to push for it if we want to be a part of this society. You understand? And so me feel.
Well,
I be
you're
wrong.
right, and I was saying that all
Uh-huh.
along. But to talk the talk and walk the
And
walk,
what,
and walk are two
well, they
different
bring it
things.
up all the time in these chat groups and nobody. They
No,
talk it and they cuss each other in the
no,
long run and ask a
only
meeting and no meeting happen. Oh,
yeah,
the meeting them, another thing. The meeting them is not just to meet, it's just to meet you.
yeah.
Nothing constructive.
Nothing. That's why in your group the other day I got wild. I got really crazy, and I was like, "I don't want meeting, but I don't want to meet at a bar. I don't want to
Yeah,
meet
it's
at a
not a
club.
party.
It's not a
We need to
party.
come together with
It's
minds.
but the people. All right, so let me just put it this way: the people, most of the people who come here are people who no longer fit into the. It's like a square peg and a round hole. They no longer fit into the systems of the United States. So when they come to Africa, their mind is conditioned to no longer fit into any conformity. But at the same time, they want unity, they want structure, they want rights. We've been here for 4 whole years, and for 4 years, we still have not pushed the needle once as far as immigration policies. We haven't pushed the needle once as far as certain things concerning us. We haven't pushed the needle once as far as a 90-day visa and no work permit, no this, no that for people who actually are, are trying to do something here, right? So they need a whole different system. They need an office of diaspora. They
Yeah.
need a something, and it's very heartbreaking because you have Liberia, Senegal, Sierra Leone, Ghana, all of these places. What is the next one? Senegal, Gambia,
Gambia.
right? Kenya, who has a policy, who has an entire structural policy on what they're going to do with these people who see Africa as the place to move to. Okay, and so I think Tanzania is missing the boat. I've said it a lot of times. I've made, I've said it many times publicly. Tanzania is missing the boat. Like the boat should be all the boats should be sailing here. Do you
Of
know?
course.
Yeah,
They have a big cruise ship dock out
right.
there. So.
Yeah, the boat should be sailing all to Tanzania because Tanzania has the resources.
Yes.
They have the resources. They have the peace.
They
They
have
have the food.
the culture.
They
They
have the
have
culture intact.
they
So
have
for the most part,
the what you call them attraction.
they have the attraction.
Everything
They
is
have
here.
everything here.
Them have waterfall, them have mountain,
They
them
have
have
waterfalls.
beach,
They have mountains. They
everything.
have all the animals.
All them have
They have the animals. They have everything. Okay,
everything.
so there is no reason why, at any point, Tanzania should be in any situation where they need, more immigrants or more people to come with more money to invest in their country, because we're already here trying promoting Tanzania, but very little is being done to support us and to support those of us who are already here, right? Trying to support Tanzania.
But then again, we can't look for support if we don't have representation.
Exactly. So we're going we're going around in a circle.
Yeah.
So who is going to represent us?
That's why I came up with this group, the WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
I see all the people I met in Tanzania and all the people I've known before I came here and came up here and bucked them up, and all the people who used to even live close to me, right? And I never knew them, and they're here, right? Some people from Fort Lauderdale, I lived in Fort Lauderdale for a long time,
Yeah.
right?
So but hold on now. So you're gonna leave Tanzania. We just talk about the food and the precious food and the country and the resources and the nights and the beach and everything. I go Ghana. Why you leaving?
Well, first and foremost, it's a business decision.
So okay, I
All right.
Uh-huh.
I There's land there that was purchased,
Okay.
and
And you can buy
it's
Lana Ghana.
okay. All right. You asked me earlier. I've never been to Ghana, but I have land there. Okay.
Uh-huh.
But the difference is I have family. I have family in Ghana. I actually have family who came from the UK and moved to Ghana many years ago, even before all this rush foolishness.
I understand
Uh,
that. I understand that because you find the importance of family when you and I are basically now in the same boat. You're here alone. I am here alone, and because your wife, I think, went back,
yeah, she
right?
went back.
Okay. So when you're trying to do it by yourself and you don't have a partner or you don't have your mother, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your aunt, and all those relationships that you were born into, when you don't have them around you, it's very, very, very difficult, right? And so I can respect that to go to where your family is, as long as a good family, because I know every kinfolk are good folk. As long as it's good family,
Yeah.
good
Well,
family,
I
yeah,
don't know that side of family too much because I never been to England. You understand? But
okay,
we're familiar with them.
yeah,
You understand? We know they were there.
yes,
So they left from England and went to Ghana and started
yeah,
things there. They're doing very well.
okay,
And I plan to learn from them.
okay. Someone
And,
like you dropping into Ghana. Ghana when I get a gift. Ghana, y'all getting a gift because this is not just a walk and talk dread, right? This is a working Rastaman, and that's what you want. You want somebody who's actually doing and can do, somebody who understands land, how to farm the land, how to make your crop grow, how to tend to your crop, how to lift up your community. So Ghana and I get a gift. So when I see this man arrive, whenever I see him, gonna big him up, right? Them him name culture links and I call him links and I big him up. You understand me? I think you're gonna do very, very, very well in Ghana. Ghana, of course, naturally has its obstacles. Every country have its own, right? But I think you're going to drop into that community. Remember Baba T, who passed on a few years
Baba
ago.
T,
He had,
blessing.
yeah, he had completely reconfigured himself to say, Ghana, I'm a go, because there's community there. There is a support system for Jamaicans.
And
There is
America.
and Americans, but he was talking about this longevity of Jamaicans in Ghana from the 50s.
Yes.
And we have that same community in Ethiopia, and we've had it here in Tanzania since the 80s. And so, there's a touchstone, but the thing is, Tanzania kind of far away for we,
Far
far
East.
east.
You ever hear about the Far East rhythm?
That's
Aye, Far East rhythm.
far
Yeah.
east rhythm. But I like the rhythm still.
I love Far East rhythm, man. And only for good song, the Far
Yeah.
East rhythm. Anyway,
Anyway,
nah, cut now.
anyway,
Yeah, go back to the topic.
yeah, so the sun is going down right here,
It's
and
beautiful, y'all.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So listen to me, man, people. Go to Ghana,
yeah.
come to Tanzania,
But anyway,
yeah. If you have a
I'm
plan,
54.
54. If you have a mind to leave, pick one. Pack up your suitcase. Pick one. You understand? Pick one and
Pick one.
pick one and make it work.
Mhm.
It's not that hard if you're willing to make it work.
Can I also share that? All right, me as a Jamaican, I grew up to respect people. When I pass people, I don't just pass them. I just say, I
Yeah,
greet
yeah.
them,
You greet them.
right?
Yeah,
But I know some people are not like that.
yeah.
I'm not putting out anybody and their country or whatever. But when I come to here,
Shh, come on. Marhaba.
Yeah. You see an older person, you
Habari.
learn to say shikamu.
Oh,
And it
marhaba. They
older
greet
than
you
you.
with respect.
And then
Yeah.
they say, Marhaba. And it's a feel, it melts
Yes,
your heart.
it does
You
because
understand?
reminds me of Jamaica when you're going to
Good
school.
morning.
Good morning.
Good evening.
Good morning. Good evening. Good, and if you know the person, say good morning, Miss Walker, and you
Mhm.
keep going. Good evening,
If you
Mr.
don't know
Brown.
them, just say
It's
good
good
morning.
morning, and you keep
Good
going.
morning, ma'am.
Good morning, and you
Good
can say
morning,
good morning
master.
500 times
Mister.
before you reach your spot. You go.
Yeah.
You know that kind of respect. Like there's a lot of
Cognitive, you know, when you do
yeah.
this thing, you know.
Mm.
Because believe me, greetings is a part of life.
Listen, a Tanzanian. I hope you need to have patience to deal with Tanzanians because when they text you, they're going to give you 10 greetings
Wow.
before,
Yeah,
and if they
man, know
call you,
everything.
right?
How is your mom? How is
They're
your dad? How is your wife? How is your children? How is your grandmother? How is your
with your
auntie?
family. They're going to greet you, habari. You're going to respond to the greeting. They're going to greet you again. They're going to ask you how are you. They're going to ask you how is your family. They're going to ask you a million and one
Before
things
you get to business.
before you get to
So
business.
you can undo that for half an
So
hour
you,
before you get to
before you
business.
get to business, and they're not just saying hi, how are you for you to talk, for you to say okay, yeah, yeah. They want a response, so you have to
Yeah.
respond, and they have to respond, and you go back and forth, and then they say sasa,
Sa.
sasa.
No, sawa. Sa.
Sawa is all right.
Sawa.
Sasa means no, like
Oh, sasa hivi.
no, yeah, like
Sasa hivi,
no.
right? No.
Yeah, so
Sasa.
now
Okay.
they've come to the point.
Oh,
So
okay. I
yeah.
understand now.
So
This
they
is
go through the
Sasa. All right.
salsa.
All right, Sasa. Let's deal with some business.
Yeah. So they get everything out of the way. So before they call you, so when they call you, they know if you're sick, if you were sick, if the dog gets sick, they know everything before they attack you. If they have something to say or if they know everything. So they want to tell you all they have to say first. Okay? So they deal with each other in a very diplomatic and a very respectful way.
The only
You
thing,
understand?
the only thing I don't like.
Mm.
All right, me grew up as Jamaican, right? Okay. I, I love on the Tanzanians. I love on. Don't take this the wrong way.
Yeah.
Everybody is in your business.
Oh my God, that's what me not, one thing me not like. That's something else me not like. Me not like about it.
That's the only
Mm.
stipulation about Tanzanian people.
If everybody know your business, so
Everybody
if you
don't think you're in your bedroom
yeah,
and do your dugu dugu
and
and think
nobody
and nobody don't know.
everybody know your
Everybody know.
business. So every their road, everything
The
their road,
tree of eyes.
the tree of eyes, everybody know your business. So if you're kind of person that is like your business of a secret and up to
No,
no
it's
good,
not gonna work.
it's not gonna work for you. Because whether you like it or not, everybody know your business because people talk to each other. So
It's a very social
yeah,
environment.
it's a very social environment because you need to be social to talk to people, to understand each other, to even if you have a problem, you need to be social, right? You live right here, so in this little community. If you can't find my house, you say Mama Jojo, everybody knows you want me there, right? Even though me as somebody who is I'm low key, I can tell you, I am like below the radar.
But it's
Okay.
all right. They accept her that way,
They accept me that way.
right?
You know,
But
and I'm not
she not mean to them.
I'm not mean. I'm not
You know.
angry. I'm not nasty. I'm not
Mhm.
rude. I'm not none of those stuff. Any housekeeper is happy to work here. Any gardener is happy to be here. Everybody know what I am, but they'll tell you like she want you have to do it.
Her way.
Yeah.
You have to do it the way she
The
tells
way
you.
yeah.
And that you should come with that mindset
Yeah.
as a person with a vision.
Yeah.
If you don't come with that mindset, your vision will never.
No, it won't come
And
to fruition.
Tanzanians, you have to just humble yourself to understand something different.
Yeah.
Because we you see our place, you see how we fix up Jamaica. And You see how these Americans fix up America. A black American fix America, and white people just boss them around. That's all. But that them actually do the work and
Yeah.
do the draw the plans how
And
it's
set
supposed to look
up.
and
Yeah.
everything. But
Yeah.
we have the vision coming from the West, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's why we end up um, taking a slave to go to the Americas. That might be why, but I'm
It
not
was
getting into that,
it was exactly why.
right?
Them never got take the Topeka people. When they went to raid the villages, they didn't look for the weakest and the worst and the people that they didn't want. They actually went for the strongest warriors and the people them that they could get
Uh-huh.
rid of who couldn't lead the community anymore. And how they got these strong warriors on them boat and on them ship is to drug them. And
Right.
they would actually raid communities that were thriving, that were doing well. So when you come here and you wonder, oh, how come they didn't do this? Because they stole you. They took you. You were the blessing that was stolen. So you have to thief yourself back and come back
You
here.
know, I look at myself as an escape slave,
No,
escape slave.
no, I don't.
No,
No,
no, come me at
you've been
work.
saying that for a long time.
No, me at work. Ever since we touch, ever since we touch ground, me at work. Me I learn things. I was a very active youth. I wanted to learn things
Yeah.
and I
You see
want,
how I look at it?
you understand?
How I look at it, I don't think you see the thing is the word slave is a title,
I know,
okay?
I know.
And we is a title that they put on us, right? For me to acknowledge that I am an escaped slave means that I have acknowledged them as my master. Them could have never be master over me. Not a rotted.
Of course, we were rebellious, but the
No.
reality was that that was the situation.
No, I know. If you go and you do the research in Jamaican slavery,
Mm-hmm.
Jamaican people had a different
We rebelled.
experience. Not more before rebellion, okay? When they brought certain people from certain tribes, okay, to Jamaica, you had a situation where the slaves quickly realized that they were the majority and the white people were the minority. So they came to agreements that this is how we're going to work. You're going to give me a piece of land. I'm going to plant my corn and plant my peas and plant my gongo. When I'm done plant your cane field, right? And what I take from this land, I'm going to go and farm and sell it at the market on Sundays. And if you send me out to work for anybody, you're going to pay me. So you're going to charge them 20. Take 10 and give me 10. So the relationship in Jamaica, I'm not going to say that it was not brutal and it was not inhumane, but the Jamaican people had some autonomy when it came to operating the plantation in a certain way. You understand? So if you don't do what we're telling you to do, we're gonna burn down the cane field.
Right. So,
You
all
lose the
right.
crop.
What I found out in history is that Jamaica, it was, all right, they had two main ports in the Caribbean. They had one in Barbados and one in Jamaica. Barbados was for the good slaves. All right. Jamaica was a prison for slaves. So it's supposed to break them and, make them fit into society. But maybe them have a potential and they say, all right. So I think most of the people who rebel in America had some ties to Jamaica.
Most of them came from Jamaica.
Mhm.
A lot of the not Turner, a lot of them were taken
And
from
I'm not
Jamaica.
trying to say Jamaica
No.
is better than anywhere else,
No.
better than nobody, but
All right.
it's
So people
it's
to
the
to
real.
get some details on what we're talking about, you're going to go and Google this term, okay? The Ashanti Coromantee, Koromantee.
Romantic.
Okay, the Coromantee. And in the Coromantee, which are there's a specification between the Coromantee, One Love African Travels.
Bless
Yeah,
up
bless
Africa
up,
and travels.
Claude. Big up
Welcome.
yourself.
Much love to you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Much love
man.
and respect. Yeah. So what you're going to find in the Ashanti Koromanti system, there is a specification about the Koromanti, okay, that were uniquely different from other slaves. They couldn't even sail them out of Elmina. They had to sail them out of a Dutch castle called Koromansi, march them further north, and it's called Koromansi, Koromantsc Castle. Okay? And that is where the majority of the people that you find with that rebellious spirit, the Sam Sharps, the Bogles, the those people that are known for rebellions in Jamaica, they came through that castle. Jamaica was not just a prison, as you said, to break them. Jamaica was also a trading station.
Oh,
So
yeah.
a lot of the slaves that were sent to Rhode Island, Maine, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, New England, those particular areas were where those slaves were going through because that's where the shipping companies were trading through.
Did you know there's a place in South Carolina?
Yes,
Chatpatwa.
yes,
South Carolina,
yes.
America, right now. In
But
Chatpatwa.
there's also the Gullah Geechee people who are also in South Carolina.
I think those are.
No, man, they're different. They're different.
I heard about.
Yeah, so the Gullah Geechee people are people who actually they were brought specifically to farm rice.
Right.
You know, a lot of the industrial crops that the United States have. Well, first of all, the reason why slavery existed, let's just be clear and honest. The reason why slavery existed was agriculture.
Of course.
Nothing else. They didn't bring you there because they hated you. They brought you there to plant. They brought you there for agriculture. So they went and they got the people who knew how to raise rice, the people who knew how to raise cotton, the people who knew how to raise corn, the people who knew how to raise beans. They got those specific people who knew how to farm and how to raise those things. So it was an agricultural reason. So, but in this modern day and age, you cannot look and say, I'm not going to farm, I'm not going to plant, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that. Sugar cane, see they know, sugar cane. All of these things come from the African continent. They did not, you know, when you think about these things, who was going to farm it? They didn't carry and take it to New York in the cold. They took you to the places that were geographically similar to Africa, where you had the same amount of sunshine, when a lot of the people who they took were also indentured laborers. There are people who signed up and said, yes, I will come to America with you, and I'm going to come and I'm going to farm here and I'm going to farm there, and at the end of my time, they go back. There is a long history of African sailors who showed them how to sail.
But Africans been coming to
They've been
America
coming to the
before
Americas
Columbus.
before Columbus, right? So there's, you know, so I'm not gonna refer to myself as an escaped slave because not all of us have that same
I
history.
understand.
You understand me?
Mhm.
So, and if you dig very deep in Jamaica as well, you're going to find a lot of context to what I'm saying. You
I
understand?
understand.
So who is the one planting the sugar cane? We. Who has knowledge? Is it the European who has never seen sugar cane before in his whole life?
Banana.
Who is the one was planting bananas? Who is the one was planting pineapples and planting bungo peas and all them
They
stuff
didn't
there?
have those
They
things
didn't.
in
They don't
Europe.
have those things in Europe. It's the African that they took, carried us there to replicate Africa so that they could replicate Africa's wealth. That's what they wanted. And when they got enough money, they started to buy gold and hoard it because they all know them not have no gold mine to compete with anywhere on the African continent. They have no diamond mines to compete with anywhere on the
Uganda
African
alone have
continent.
more than the whole of America.
Right. So you know, it's all about building wealth through agriculture. So
Agriculture.
so it comes back to that conversation of agriculture.
Yeah.
So when I come to a place like this, and when I say a place like Ghana, what strike my eye is the opportunity for agriculture,
Yeah.
the beekeeping opportunity. I came here. The reason why I took this land is because I had the mindset for beekeeping, right? And I was in film school. I have this, I have that. That started the Exodus House, which was not in the entire plan and realm, and this and that, the third. But still, the land is here. The opportunities are here. If you said you want to do any kind of import export business, this is here for you. You have to make an investment in the country. Yes, you have to pony up some money. You have to, know your strategy and know what you're doing. Yes. Okay, that's why I do consultations for people who are looking to do this kind of thing. Okay, because I'm not going to sugarcoat it, and I'm not going to tell you I have some land for you to come and farm and you could to come and do this. There are two things I never give advice on: land and immigration, because no matter what, immigration will be like this. And what works for me might not work for you. What works for him might not work for you. There is no set, like, it must go like this. Okay? So I'm not going to tell people I have some land for a farm, I have some, come and buy. I'm not going to tell you that. I have never told you that. However, there are people, Tanzanian people here, who have farms. They are planting avocado, wanting to come and partner with them. There are people in Tanzania who are mining gold, wanting to come partner with them. There are people, don't look to try, but a lot of, and I'm going to include myself with this, a lot of us Americans have this, like, I want to do it myself. We can't,
You don't know it.
you don't know it. You don't know it.
Bottom line, you just
you
don't know
don't
it.
know it. You don't know it well enough. Look for the people who are doing things. Look for the people, the man who is making his little sunflower oil.
Right.
Invest with him.
And just because you watch a little YouTube video that show you how to do something, that doesn't mean you're an expert
You're
now.
an expert.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, YouTube is a university
It's
by
a
itself,
university,
and
but
we
you
have to
have
use
to
it as a
the
tool.
but the art is in the doing, and there are things that I did not know, that had I not started the company, had I not gone through the process, that I would not know. Because looking on the outside, you think, yeah, I could do that, or yeah, and you have no idea the kind of hurdles and things where you have to jump through,
The time.
and the time that it takes, and time is money for us who are here. So you think, okay, I have a little 50,000 that can do something. By the time you're done with your registration, and you still have to eat, and you still need shelter, and you still have to pay the government upfront taxes, and you still have to pay this, and you still have to pay. If there's somewhere about the place, I hope them have enough sense not to. He's afraid of the. When we're done, I'm gonna tell you, oh, the garden. You see how them chop up my plant. Me not like it. It don't look good, but we can't say nothing. It's gonna grow back. No, me not like it at all. Anyway, so yeah, they cut off the bottom. Me not like it. So anyway, partner with the people that more do things, okay? And it goes for the entire African continent. If you go to Botswana, why would you go to Botswana and try to recreate everything yourself, to start yourself and do everything yourself? The only reason why how I ended up with the seaweed is because I was the first. There was nobody else here doing. We're the first company to hold TIC for seaweed processing. We're the first company to hold specific license on mainland Tanzania. And so we had to, they have this thing, what, pioneers get the arrows and settlers prosper. So we were pioneers. Hey, where you go? Come back. Right? So partner with the people who are doing things. Don't try to come and create and recreate. And
Oh, yeah, go. Sure.
The only way he's going to learn is if he drop off. Hey, don't drop off. Hey.
Rocks going off, man. You must want to go swim. You must want to go swim. You know, same wrong too, you know. You know him wrong. Anyway, yeah, we have to have this pioneer spirit. And to the Tanzanians who are watching, love you and we appreciate everything that you have done to make us feel welcome here. From the little caribous to driving us around
And showing us,
and
because
showing us.
Tanzanians have been showing us, right, how things work, and this is how we know that even for Tanzanians, it's not perfect. It's not.
And they
There's a
know
lot.
it.
Yeah,
And they know it.
yeah.
They know that it's not perfect.
So listen, you gotta come back though.
Yeah,
You can't leave.
I know I go nowhere. Me there. Africa, me there, you know. It big.
Big.
I want to touch everywhere. I
Cool.
want to visit you in Gambia soon.
Yeah,
I want to visit you in Zambia.
yeah.
Um, what you got a
Well,
name from England with the Zambia? Denise, big up yourself.
yeah. The
Uh,
link with those people. So
mm,
while we're wrapping up, because you can see it get like a dark.
and the
So
battery I
and
run
the
low
battery
too.
I run low too. So in wrapping up, I'm gonna say link with the people who are here doing things.
Local.
The local people who are doing things, who are actually doing things, not the people who are telling you what to do. The people who are actually doing things. The
Doing.
Tanzanian people, a man out there have a water processing company, link with him. A man out there have a little cashew processing, link with him. Start a little thing, because you cannot get very far without Tanzanians in this country. And the other thing is, the Tanzanian Investment Center, they want foreign investors. They want 100% foreign investors,
So
and we
no come.
cannot walk alone without the we cannot
We
do it.
need fun.
Even to get your phone registered in your company name, you need a Tanzanian to do it. So you must have a Tanzanian in your company. So why not start from the beginning? Partner with the people who are already doing things, who are
Yeah.
already cutting, walking on,
And
yeah,
that's the
walking the
best
walk
way
and
not to
talking.
get scammed.
That's the best way not to get scammed. Okay, is look at what are your plans? You want to do pineapple farming? Okay, partner with a man who do pineapple farming. Learn from him.
First.
Learn from him first, and then you launch out and do your thing. That's how you do business. You understand? But when you're talking about all these different moving parts of immigration, travel, putting your kids in school, building a place, then farming, and doing a say hi, doing a do not go out there. Don't go. Do you understand me? Go back, Ron. So yeah. So anyway, no.
Yeah.
Una cannot there are too many moving parts. Okay, so look at the thing that is of interest to you, jump in it, partner with a Tanzanian, or partner with somebody who is out here. Yes, partner with somebody who is doing it. Okay, and learn from them, and then you go and you do your own thing.
Yeah.
Okay, when you see it working, if you so desire to live in Africa and do it, the problem is a lot of us, we want to do our own thing. We want to have it our way. We want to do it.
We
We
need
want to
committee.
we want to have it our way. We want to do it our. We know what to do and how to do it, and we don't know the way. Okay, so African people, when you see us, show us empathy and compassion. Work with us. We're here to provide jobs and opportunity. Stop scamming,
Mm-hmm. And us,
and
God,
triple thrice the price.
oh, the
And when
price
and when
goes.
we and when we ask enough to buy nothing, don't come back and tell we say it's 200 when it's only 50. Don't do that, because you're going to literally be eating the opportunity for the next Tanzanians. Okay.
May I always say no, because they have honest people here,
Yeah.
right? And they're gonna treat you right. But until you meet those people, these other people come in and intervene, and right, they tell you, oh, that costs 500 when it actually costs 100.
100.
You understand?
Yeah.
So him feel like him win over you. But
Yeah.
when you do learn, you cut him off. So what do you want? A customer for life, a friend for life, or you want an opportunity just to get over on somebody? All right.
Right.
So life is to live and commune,
Yeah.
right? You have to get involved in your community you guys coming over here, get involved.
with your community.
Yeah. Now, if I say go be friendly with everybody, but
Yeah, but
you
you
need,
should know what your community needs. You
and
should
they
know
should know you.
you.
When you walk through the place,
They should
they
know.
should know, yo,
Yeah.
that's, yeah,
And no
yeah.
matter if you have a big Prado or drive up and down,
It doesn't matter.
come out and walk up and down
Mhm.
and see people, meet people, get to know people because it's like you said, everybody in your business and
Everybody in here.
everybody in your business, whether you like it or not or you know it or not. You understand? But you're having a three-dimensional relationship. You're a three-dimensional being. You're having a three-dimensional relationship. There's you, your family, and your community. You understand me? And so so if you want to just stop right there so and say, well, I can't take care of nobody else but myself. And guess what? Ain't nobody gonna take care of you. And
Exactly.
you're gonna
That's
need
the problem.
care. You're gonna need care. You have to take care of the entire you have to take care of other people. Even if you say, boy, I don't have much. But say a 2 grand here, go buy some go or something. Even if you say, okay, I don't have much, but come and do like a work for me. I can give you a 20,000 to just cut some grass or something. Because that's putting something in their pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You
And
know?
sometimes you don't have to always have to do something for
But
money,
money is not always
right? Because
transactional.
all right, even a couple came here, and it was me keep my Sabbath. Everybody
Yeah.
who know me, they know that, right?
Yeah.
So there was a couple that came, and I used to pick up people from airport. I used to have a car. We used to have a car that we go pick people from airport, and we pick up this one couple, and we didn't charge them a penny because it was the Sabbath. And the brother, I want to big him up. I name Jay's Life. Big up Jay's Life Out Loud. Okay, he have a YouTube channel. Go check him out. Jay's Life. He came here with his wife, and we made him feel special. And he always talk about us.
Yeah.
And to me, that's better than money,
Yeah, it's not always transactional,
right?
you know. And you Tanzanians, it's not always It's not
Doesn't
and
always
not
have to
because
be money.
you Tanzanians, you see us as Muzungu, okay? But if we're living here, the Muzungu we're a long time.
Long
We're
time.
Africans now, okay? We don't have a pile of money coming from somewhere because our energy is here, okay? All of our energy, our money, our time, our everything is here. So we are basically rowing the same boat
And
like you.
and
So don't look at us like, oh, we're so rich.
no, and understand that ever since 2020, Tanzania has grown huge. All right, it was a big city in Dar es Salaam,
Yeah.
but now
Now it's massive.
it's massive.
Yeah.
Beer high rise going
High
up,
rise, and it's only
and
getting and it's
a
only
beer
getting
building
bigger. Okay.
all down the street right here. So
So
it's
so
development.
true. So parting shots now. What should the people who are looking to come to Tanzania um be conscious of, and what should the people looking to go to Ghana be conscious of?
Okay.
Give us your parting shots. Excuse
All
me.
right. I believe in migrating. First, you have to do a little research about the place that you're going to and the policies in place that you actually have to encounter, whether it's immigration, if you want to start business, how to do business in that place. So learn those things before you come. But one more thing, don't be like me. I just pick up and came. Visit first. Visit and see if you would like it. Okay? Chances are you would. But if you never visit and have an urge to go back, you know, it's a different story. I hit it off the ground, and that's that's the only way it worked for me because of the circumstances we were on. The fear I was on with COVID. I would
Mm,
say it's a fear. Yeah, I admit that.
of
But
course.
I did move according to what I hear the most I talking in my head. He said, "You got to go. You have a nice job, leave it." And I was willing to sacrifice that to come here.
Right.
And I've never suffered. I haven't lost weight. I
Yeah.
lost weight one time. I'm not gonna lie, I did lose weight. But I'm a steady 170, 180 as I should be
All right. So now,
for my height.
so now,
Mhm.
going to Ghana,
Going to
what are
Ghana.
your hopes and expectations for
Okay,
Ghana?
going to Ghana, I'm looking forward. I want to learn I'm going to take some time to learn the community that I'm going to be a part of first.
Okay.
And after that, I am going to plant.
Okay.
I'm going to build a place where I plant so I can be there. You understand? And further, more down the line, I guess hospitality in my blood. So I'm planning to build up some villas, small villas for families. So that's all in the plan. So with the cooperation of other people, I can't do it alone. Other people, my family especially, is behind me on this. You understand? So I am not asking anybody for anything. I'm not a person who beg and asks or there's times here when I need things, but you know, somehow the most I make it possible. Yeah. And to all of my brethren them out there who want to come, come, but come with a good heart. Don't come with a mentality that you're better than people. Yeah. I think I have an advantage coming from Jamaica because everything around here is similar to what I see in Jamaica. So I just say take the wise move and take a visit first. And if you want, I know a brethren, check out moveafrica.com. Movefreaka.com. Okay, that's my brethren. He does a lot of things. He even wrote a book about how to move to a foreign country. So yeah, check him out. Move Africa. Move Freaka. Move Freaka. Movfrick. Move Freaka.
All right
Yeah.
then. So,
So
folks, there
yeah.
you have it. We bid the king farewell and
Asante Sana.
caribou. So,
And
from
I'm
mhm,
not farewelling.
you,
I'm just going
you just take a trot.
uh
Good, walk good then.
listen, we have a
Walk
walk
good,
good,
walk good,
right?
walk
But
good.
my grandmother always say, never say you're gone.
No,
Because when you're gone, you're gone.
you're gone. You're not
Right?
gone.
And I'm not going
Listen,
anywhere. I'm gonna be right on this land. You understand?
on the
And
continent.
I'm free here. I can go, even though them have this whole bad foolishness.
Yeah,
But that's soon cut down. So no worry about now. Right?
yeah. So anyway, I don't know if you're gonna be there, but would I like to take a trot and link you on the forward in Ghana? Otherwise, as long as I am on the continent here in Tanzania,
But
you're welcome.
but me plan for to keep moving. You
Okay.
know, once set up my thing and make sure it's going
Yeah.
and secure some business paperwork I have to go deal with
Yeah.
and deal with my thing and
Well, I personally am gonna miss you. I am gonna miss you because he's also my neighbor down the road. He was my neighbor in Unonil, and then he moved. I don't know where he moved go,
we move
but
you to Kimara.
but I don't know when you move right here, so down the road.
Oh yeah,
But
that was like a year ago
but it
after
moved.
Kimara.
But it moved down here, and Jojo come and tell me, "Mommy, mommy, mommy, I saw your tall friend. I saw your tall friend." So I'm like, "Who, Biggs?" She said, "No, the other one." So I said, "Okay." So he's my neighbor down the road. So it kind of, it kind of gave me a little comfort to say I have a yard man down the road. If any little thing, I'm a little brethren in the down there. So I personally am gonna miss you, and I'm glad I got the opportunity to do this interview with you before you take your trod to Ghana. Ghana, you gonna see me, may I go see you?
Yeah, man. I'm
Yeah,
gonna set up a place where people come, so that's how
yeah,
it gonna set up. So
yeah, man.
don't feel no way.
Yeah,
You can come. I'll keep in touch. I'll probably link you. We can
no
continue the
problem. You have your YouTube
conversation.
channel. Tell the people them how to follow you on
Oh,
YouTube.
I have several YouTube channels, you know.
Okay, which is the one that people should be following?
No, man, I have to tell them little about every one of them. Just a little. All right.
Okay.
All
With
right.
nature
So
in mind, wishing you well on your journey.
thank you so much,
Tanzania.
Nature in Mind. Bless you, Nature in Mind. Um, thank you so much. But all right. What was I saying? Forgive me.
Let me remember.
Okay. Oh, the YouTube channels.
Yes, which
Okay,
channel to
I
follow
do
you?
have Culture Links TV.
Okay,
I have Culture Links Music.
okay.
Okay, Culture Links TV. I
Spell it for the people then.
CultureLyNX. Okay, Culture Links TV.
Okay,
Also have Culture Links Music,
okay.
right? Where I do like mostly put lyrics on music. That start up with the karaoke thing I used to do, right? And I also have one named Tanja American. That no,
Tan-
Tan Jamaican.
Tan Jamaica.
I did start one called Tanja American, but
Okay.
only
All
put
right. So
one.
which way? So any one of them people gonna find him. When I look for him, look him up. I
Uh,
mean, the
but the
man
most important one, sorry for cut you. Most important one is Israel wisdom.
Israel wisdom.
It's all
So
about scriptures.
okay, no problem.
Mm.
So yes, people, there you have it. The links, Deania, might take a step.
Yeah, man.
I'm
Make
still
I get dark now, so I
mega
have to
hold
make
down
a
the
run.
fort, mega hold down the fort.
Yeah, man.
Still here in Tanzania. Anybody who wants to connect with me, my email address is. Let me just put it
Post
right
it up right there.
here. So SXODUS Africa one, the numeral one at gmail.com. And yeah, I do consultancies for people who are looking to do import, export, not just come to Africa, right? Because when you come here, you figure out like, okay, what am I gonna do when I come here?
Mm.
So you really have to come here with a mission. You have to come here with a plan. You have to come here with a vision.
Yeah.
Like I said, connect with the people who are here doing things that you don't have to reinvent things from scratch, because I did it and it's hard and it's tough and it's expensive and it's not
All you
fun.
can do is improve on
All
what
you
is
can
here.
do is improve, knock your head with those who are doing stuff, and pull yourself together until you get to do exactly how you want to do it. But in the meantime, you need partnerships, you need friends. Connect with links. If you have a plan for Ghana, also connect with Lynx. Is a good man on the scene for agriculture and planting and them thing there.
And jack
So
of all trade.
jack of all trades. Let me even
I'm
show
a
me some.
certified videographer, first of all.
So
and
there, I was just gonna ask you,
and
like, you haven't done anything with your film editing and anything like that.
I have a
So
camera problem, y'all.
okay, well, work on it till you get it right. You understand? But you have a man of many skills, many
Yeah.
talents, and we have similar backgrounds when it comes to media and the technology part of things. So you have a lot to offer.
Yeah, I
Okay,
do.
so
I
when
do.
the team come Ghana, big him up. Jamaican man coming your way. All
Yeah,
right.
man, me so rich. Big up
Okay.
Ghana, big up the folks them over in Ghana. I know say now watching. Big up on yourself, love on. Big up the people them from Wochi. Yeah, the people them
Which you
from
come from?
yeah,
Which
people
part
them
of Uchi?
up in the hills, Myland.
Okay, like St. Mary's
Yeah,
side.
close to Monique.
Money. Oh, like down in it.
Yeah,
Like
inland.
Clarendon inland side.
Yeah, we but
I don't
we
know what you that at St. Anne.
no, but when me look, me I see ship coming. I watch it.
Okay,
I
because you're
went to
up on the
watch it.
hill.
I
Because
went
you're
to
up on
watch
the
it
hill, so you
primary.
can see. Oh, okay.
And big up Miss Bishop if you're still around. Thank you for all the guidance. I'm still using it. Thank you for beating me.
School teacher.
Yeah, Miss Bishop. Can't forget Miss Bishop. She passed my common entrance the first time.
Fantastic.
I was always a top 10 student, but when we come to America, I lose all right. I don't know. I just want to teach.
All right, people, there you have
All
it.
right.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Me still I try to straighten out myself where I could do more of these, but I need to put all of my ducks in a row and get everything back on track, so that I can be confident when I sit and say and speak on certain things.
Yeah.
All right. But in the meantime, this is still my community. This is my neighbor. He's taking a trot, and I thought it would be the apropos to do this. Number one is a great neighbor. Number two, he is leaving from Africa to Africa,
I'm
right?
not going anywhere. That
So
means,
he's gonna tell us the difference. He's gonna share with us all his experiences, so we have a concept of what's going on.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So go forth and be blessed.
Okay, be blessed, y'all. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. You're
Mhm.
welcome.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
You're very welcome. Bye bye.